Marta Multi-Shaper 2 Punch allows you to create 5 different shapes of punches in unlimited number of sizes. Now let's take a look here at how to use the punch system. We're going to create a border first off. Now the top of your punch snaps into place using magnets on the base of your punch system. Once you've removed it, it just pops right off. You're going to be looking for the border indicators at the top of your punch base. We can line our paper up along that edge, snap our punch over the top, and you'll notice the punch snaps right into position. There's no needing to fiddle with it or try to get it in the right position. You're going to want to press firmly on the top with the palm of your hand. And once you've created your first punch here, you're going to slide it along to the left. You'll be looking for this little green image at the center of your punch. You've also got those outlines in the background. So once you've got it centered there, you can look again for that green image at the center. We'll pop our punch back over the top and create our second punch. We'll continue like that, just sliding to the left each time. And you could make a border of any size continuing in this fashion. You'll see when we get to our very last punch here, the top is just going to peel off. Now if we didn't quite finish on the other side here, we can slide our border to the right this time, again looking for that center image, and finish off that last side. The top slides all the way off, and we've got our border. Let's take a look at how to make some other shapes now. The cool thing about this magnetic punch system is that you're not limited to punching along the edges of your paper. You can really punch anywhere you want. So let's just line it up on our paper. Our punch is just going to find its place over the top there. Again, there's no need to worry about trying to line it up. Those magnets will draw it right into the correct position, and you can just punch down for your first punch. You may want to hold the base of your punch so that you don't allow the back end to come up when you do your punch. Once you've got your first punch here, you're going to be looking along the base of your punch system for the hexagon shape. We're going to make a hexagon, so we're going to be looking for the little blue icon at the center of our image. We're going to line up our punch there, and you've got this black outline as well as the blue center there. And this blue center is raised a little bit, so as I place my finger over the top there, I'm going to be able to feel if it's in line with the center of my design. The only tricky part to using the punch system is to make sure you take the time to line up your punch properly so that you end up with a proper punch. And once you've got it in line, you can just keep working your way around. Every time we're going to rotate to the left, line up the center of our punch, and punch again at the top. You're going to make 6 punches like this since we're working on a hexagon. And you'll notice that I'm use them for anything bright papers. I've chosen mostly solid papers or these light background patterns. And those are really ideal because you want something that's going to show off the punch once you've made it. So you don't want anything that's got too big a pattern that would be too overwhelming. But these light patterns or solids make an exquisite shape. Let's line up our last side here. And you can see what we've punched out. Looks like I missed one little corner there. Is a perfect hexagon. Let me bring in a background paper for you. And you can see we've got that design continuing all the way around our 6 sides. You can also make shapes in different sizes using this punch system. It's kind of a neat thing because it allows you to customize your punch to fit any size focal on your project. We're going to make a triangle, so we're going to start by using the border system at the top. We're going to make our first punch here. And then we could stop and make a very tiny triangle, but we want something a little larger. So we're going to continue and use the border system along the top here. And we're going to make a second punch. Now at this point, you could keep going and make an even larger triangle, but we're going to stop here. We'll now rotate our project to the right, and we'll be looking for this triangle indicator along the side of our punch base. We'll be looking for that light blue image at the center of our punched design. So you're going to line up the center there. You're looking for that light blue at the center. Line up your punch and make your second punch. Now we're going to use the border system again because we're going to want to echo the 2 punches that we started with along this side as well. Once we've got that in place, we'll rotate again for our third side. Again, we're looking for the center of our image to be over that light blue icon. And you could really make any size of shape here. You can do this with all the shapes on the punch system and really customize it to fit your project. And let's pull it off here. We've got our triangle, and let's see it, probably see it better on a darker background there. So you've got those 3 sides of that design all the way around, and you can make that any size you wanted. Probably the quickest and easiest way to use this punch system is to cut a piece of matting and add some corners. Let's take a look at how to do that. Now you can choose, using the punch system, whether or not you want a very small corner or something a little larger. Let's line ours up so that the sides hit the edges of these 2 circles. And we'll snap our punch in place and punch our first corner. Once you've got that, you can continue and repeat that on the next 3 sides. And this is really just an easy way to make a quick frame for a photo or journaling or other focal for your project. You're going to be able to make this in 4 punches, and you're going to end up with an exquisite frame for whatever you're working with. Make your matting first so that it's the proper size, and then you've got your finished piece in no time. Now I told you that with this system you could make 5 different shapes that you see along the base here, and let's take a look at those now. We've done some borders. We made a hexagon and a triangle. We made some corners. You could also make a pentagon. You'd be using the same method as for the hexagon here. You're just going to have 5 turns using the pentagon indicator on the base of your punch system. I've got a square here. I used 2 punches along the side here to make something a little larger. And again, any of these shapes could be made larger or smaller depending on what you're working with, and you can use them for just about anything.